to the Dope as Usual podcast. But they were on there with OG, episode of OG, which I gotta go watch it. I just seen I just seen Drastic Graphics. I seen Marty's Instagram post, and his ass was talking about like Adidas and like where it came from, where it originated, because he was just like randomly looking up like, hey, let me look up me behind some brands and logos. Sports. Yep, all day I dream about or soccer, or sports, or something.
All day I dream about sports.
Yeah, he has said soccer, but
it's probably soccer.
Apparently, but sports even sound better. I didn't even think of that.
I think they changed it to sports when they started
when they got a broader audience, right? Because they were most named for like cleats and like soccer pants. But that shit goes back to like the World War II days, and like the original owners were fucking with the Nazis and shit like that. Now I don't know if it was by choice or if it was just because it's like you gotta think it's like the motherfucker trying to kill you, and you know what I'm saying. You got a brand. It's like you kind of just gotta be like, yeah, we'll produce shoes for your army or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It could be that, or it could just be like, nah, he genuinely supported the idea. But him and his brother, like, owned that shit, and eventually, like, some stuff happened, some ideas changed, the World War II, all that shit started.
Leadership.
And since they were a shoe company, like, the Americans and shit like that, they didn't kill them. They allowed them to, like, no, we're just a shoe company. We kind of, like, you know, yeah, we fuck with them, but it's like we ain't have no choice.
We'll make you shoes too.
Yeah, exactly. We'll make you shoes. Look, we got the best shoes. They're the ones that Jesse Owens like won a race in. Jesse Owens,
fucking crazy.
So it's like they're like, you know what? Yeah, bring that shit to America. We need that shit. And from this set of soccer, it's gonna be sports. So then they come over there with that shit, but they split. There was like some division and shit. Like their two brothers split, and then that's where Puma comes from. One of the brothers went with Puma, the other one stayed with Adidas, and that shit. And people like, yeah, you gotta think they like supporting all that crazy shit. Like that's where it all comes from. And then you got he's like maybe like people with Kanye and like that, if they knew about that, they would think otherwise before fuck with them. And I was like, see, I understand that, because I won't want to fuck with some crazy ass. Like if you tell me like every time I see a plantation, I don't care what I say. When I see a plantation, I don't care to go on there. And it might be some sweet people and stuff like that, but I already got some concept in my mind like, there's some racist shit that happened here,
like,
and slavery and all that. I was like, I don't fuck.
Exactly,
I don't fuck with that shit. And I could be just super ignorant. I might not know anything about it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, some of them bitches was cotton fields or some shit like that. Like I don't know. So that shit, and I was just like, damn. And then, but I was like, you know what? I look at it from this perspective too. I was like, I don't really classify Yeezys and anything Kanye makes as Adidas. I think it's just like under their umbrella, kind of the same thing.
I feel like
kind of related to True Leaf shit. It's kind of like the True Leaf shit, or it's just like maybe you needed the factory and that's it. Because he was with Nike.
Depends on who's under the True Leaf person though.
I don't fuck with nothing in Adidas besides Yeezys.
Kanye is the name that made it that whatever company signed with True Leaf that you talking about gotta be like, if Runts was to sign with True Leaf, you know Runts is Runts. Cookies, what's the sign with them? You know
it's the real deal. You know it's not like they under their umbrella. Like,
but if it's somebody you don't know signs to them and you just know truly, you like, oh, everything mid.
Yep.
But something to add to that, Doc Martens is the same way. Doc Martens was created by Nazi scientists. That's why they like the lead.
They were stomping on niggas. And
the leading footwear for neo-Nazis. That's why they love Doc Martens. So if you like Doc Martens, I'm not saying you're a neo-Nazi advocate or anything like that. Just know your history.